Section 4 Vaisampayana said, Then that chief of men, King Yudhisthira, entered that palatial Sabha, having first fed 10,000 Brahmanas with preparations of milk and rice, mixed with clarified butter and honey, with fruits and roots, and with pork and venison. The king gratified those superior Brahmanas who had come from various countries with food seasoned with sesamum and prepared with vegetable called jibanti, with rice mixed with clarified butter, with the different preparations of meat, with indeed various kinds of other food as also, numberless viands that are fit to be sucked, with innumerable kinds of drinks, with new and unused robes and clothes, and with excellent floral wreaths. The king also gave unto each of those Brahmanas 1,000 kine, and O Bharata, the voice of the gratified Brahmanas uttering, What an auspicious day is this, became so loud that it seemed to reach heaven itself. And when the Kuru king entered the palatial Sabha, having also worshipped the gods with various kinds of music and numerous species of excellent and costly perfumes, the athletes and mimes and prize fighters and bards and encomiums began to gratify that illustrious son of Dharma by exhibiting their skill, and thus celebrating his entry into the palace. Yudhisthira with his brothers sported within that palace like Sakra himself in heaven. Upon the seats in that palace seat sat along with the Pandavas, rishis and kings that came from various countries, viz. Asita and Devala, Satya, Sarpamalli, Mahasira, Arvavasu, Sumitra, Maitreya, Sunaka, Bali, Vaka, Dhalvaya, Stulasira, Krishnadvaipayana, Sukasumanta, Jaimini, Aila, and the disciples of Vyasa, viz. Ourselves, Titri, Yajanavalkya, Lomaharshana, his son, Apsu, Homya, Dhaumya, Amandhavya, Kaushika, Tamonisha, Traivali, Karnada, Varayanuka, Onjayana, Vayubhaksha, Harasarya, Sarika, Valivaka, Silivaka, Satyapara, and Kritasrama, Chatukarna, Stikavat, Alamba, Parijataka, the exalted Parvata, and the great Munis Markandeya, Pavitrapani, Savarna, Baluki, Galava, Jangabandhu, Raibhya, Kopavega, Bhrigu, Ariva, Bru, Kaundinya, Vabrumali, Sanatana, Kakshivat, Ashida, Nachiketa, Ausida, Nachiketa, Kautama, Painga, Varaha, Sunaka, Sandilya of great ascetic merit, Kukura, Venujanga, Kalapa, and Kata, these virtuous and learned munis with senses and souls under complete control, and many others as numerous as well skilled in the Vedas and Vedangas, and conversant with the rules of morality, and pure and spotless in behavior, waited on the illustrious Yudhisthira, and gladdened him by their sacred discourses, and so also numerous principal Kshatriyas, such as the illustrious and virtuous Munjaketu, Vivardhana, Sangramajit, Durmukha, the powerful Ugrasena, Kakshasena, the Lord of the Earth, Kshemaka, the invincible Kamata, the king of Kamvoda, and the mighty Kampana, who alone made the Yavanas to ever tremble at his name, just as the god that wielded the thunderbolt maketh those asuras, the Kalakeyas, tremble before him. Jatasura and the king of the Madrakas, Kunti, Pulinda, the king of the Kiratas, and the kings of Anga and Vanga, and Pandreya, and the king of Udara, and Andaka, Sumitra, and Saivya, that slayer of foes, Sumanas, the king of the Kiratas, and Channur, the king of the Yavanas, Devarata, Goja, and the so-called Bhimarata, Shrutayudha, the king of Kalinga, Jayasena, the king of Magadha, and Sukarman, and Chikitana, and Puru, the slayer of foes, Ketumata, Vasudana, and Vaideha, and Kritakshana, Sudarman, Aniruddha, Shrutayu, endued with great strength, the invincible Anuparaja, the handsome Karmajit, Sisupala with his son, the king of Kurusha, and the invincible youths of the Rishni race, all equal in beauty unto the celestials, Visahuka, Vipritu, Sada, Sarana, Akrura, Kritavarman, and Satyaka, the son of Sini, and Bhishmaka, Ankriti, and the powerful Dyumatsena, those chief of bowmen, is the Kaikeyas, and Yajnasena of the Somakares. These Kshatriyas, endued with great might, all well-armed and wealthy, and many others also regarded as the foremost, all waited upon Yudhisthira, the son of Kunti, in that Sabha, desirous of ministering to his happiness. And those princes also, endued with great strength, who dressing themselves in deer skins, learned the signs of weapons under Arjuna, waited upon Yudhisthira, and O king, the princes also of the Rishni race, viz. Pradyumna, the son of Rukmini, and Samva, and Yudhana, the son of Satyaki, and Sudarman, and Aniruddha, and Savya, that foremost of men, who had learned the signs of arms under Arjuna, these and many other kings, O Lord of the earth, used to wait on Yudhisthira on that occasion, and that friend of Dhananjaya, Tunguru, and the Gandharva Chittasena with his ministers, and many other Gandharvas and Apsaras, well skilled in vocal and instrumental music, and in cadence with the Kinnaras, also well versed in musical measures and motions, singing celestial tunes in proper and charming voices, waited upon and gladdened the sons of Pandu and the rishis who sat in that Sabha, and seated in that Sabha, those bull among men of rigid vows and devoted to truth, all waited upon Yudhisthira, like the celestials in heaven waiting upon Brahma. Thus ends the fourth section in the Sabha-kriya Parva of the Sabha Parva.